Okay, let's say you're done with an animation like this and you want to color it now. You have to make a new animation folder and kind of copy the timings of your line art. But with this auto action, you could just click once and have an empty layer below for you to color with easily. And yeah, how do I make this time slate? Well, start, I'd like to always make a position reference for like the starting cell so that after this whole auto action is played out, you could just click post ref and then delete it so that you'll be at the same spot you were as before you clicked the auto action. But yeah. And then afterwards, my goal is to kind of select this animation folder, but you know, maybe you've named the animation folder something else, so I can't do that. Another way to get around that is to make an animation folder, which will make it on top of it, and then delete. And then that will select this animation folder that you were just previously in. And then now I can copy it. After which, I want to make what I like to call reference layers for position reference layers. Position reference layers is sort of like this. Is like on the layer tab, the position on the layer tab, where like you can easily select, and then like you kind of like your selection kind of teleports there, and then you can move up and down to be like select other stuff, you know. So I'll just show you. So I created two raster layers and then renamed this, then move this up. If you wanted to if you want to be able to spam the auto action, this naming will actually help a lot. Like having a different name during the process of auto action and after the process of auto action will help a lot when you like plan to make the auto action spammable. I don't know if that makes sense, but we continue. Next, I want to make more position references. Okay, this one I made two. This one I made two raster layers and then name this empty. Put this on top in case like there's anything in between here. And then I go to 13 and select from 13 to bottom in order to delete everything. After which I could just create supported cells, you can see. Boom. Which will make up the correct number of cells, and all of it is empty, which is good, which is what we want. Next, I want to make a new position reference and then move it to the bottom. Because remember our goal. Our goal is to make this empty temp below this animation folder. So a way to do that is to use folders. So I'll show you in a bit. So we change it back to empty and then select empty temp. After which we create a folder and then name it add empty. Then we change it to the bottom and then select empty. And then watch this. All I have to do is just folder it. And now the empty is below the animation folder. And then all I have to do is just unfolder it. So unfolder and unfolder. Right? Now I change the editing layer to the add here. So yeah, you see how helpful this is though. So like I cannot select the animation folder. That is my restriction. But since I've made the add layer, now I could just select the add layer and then go down. Yeah, and then I will select empty temp and group it and ungroup it. This will make sense later in the video, I promise. And then I change the editing layer and then name it to empty. So you see how like during the auto action, its name is empty temp, but after the auto action, it's empty. That means that you can be able to spam it. Then we go back to empty, and the rest of these are just cleaning up. So it's just cleaning up all the positional reference that we've already used. So select empty, delete, select add, delete, select add, delete. And then we go back to our original positional reference at the start, which will leave us in the same place we were at before the whole auto action started. Right, so let me show you what happens if you spam it and what do I mean by the other step that I showed. Just for reference sake, I'm gonna color this green. Now watch as I spam it like again. You see the newest empty is always next to the original animation folder. This is why I foldered it in this step, in order to make both of them like as the closest as possible whenever I spam it. Yeah, that's pretty much a scuffed, a very scuffed presentation on how to create a time slate. And you could use these to color your animations without having to worry about matching the timing of your line art folder or anything. Yeah, that's about it.